right, this is the read aloud for the Great Gatsby exam. Now, there are several different parts. The first part is matching. So you need to choose one of the characters that I'm going to read. They're listed below that best matches each statement. Some characters may be used more than once. Some may not be used at all. Okay? All right. A is Jay Gatsby. B is Jordan Baker. C is Nick Carraway. D is Myrtle Wilson. E is Daisy Buchanan. F is George Wilson. G is Tom Buchanan. And H is Meyer Wolfsheim. Before I continue reading, I just want to remind you that you can and should be using your notes on this. You can also use the book if you want to, but that might take a little longer. But you do have 3 days, okay? All right, so back to matching. Number 1. Which character is the person who cried when she found out that her baby was a girl? Number 2, who is the person who fixed the 1919 World Series? Number 3, who is the person who shoots Gatsby and kills him, and then commits suicide himself afterwards? Number 4, who is the character that is abusive and racist? Number 5, who is the character that moved to New York City from Chicago to make money in the stock market? That was why he moved. Which character is that? And the last one for matching, number 6, who is the character that cheats at playing golf? Okay, part 2, and remember you guys, you can stop this video, pause it, rewind as many times as you need. Part 2 is multiple choice, all right? So choose the best answer for each of the following questions. Number 7, The Great Gatsby takes place during the A, 2020s, B, 1920s, or C, 1990s. Number 8, Gatsby throws huge parties because A, he doesn't like to be alone, B, he has lots of friends, or C, he hopes that Daisy will come. Number 9, who lives in the Valley of Ashes? Is it A, the Wilsons, B, the Simpsons, or C, the Carraways? Number 10, why doesn't anyone, well, there's a few people that come to Gatsby's funeral, but in general, why doesn't anyone come to his funeral? Because think of all those people that come to his parties. Why don't any of them come to his funeral? A, it is raining. B, they are too busy. C, he has no close relationships. Number 11, which millionaire hires young Gatsby before he changes his name, so he's James Gatz, as an assistant? And this is Gatsby's first job that sets him in the place of becoming rich. He's had lots of smaller jobs before. Is it A, Dr. Eckelberg, B, Marge Simpson, or C, Dan Cody? Number 12, who is driving the car when Myrtle is killed? So who really killed her? And remember the whole car scenario. The yellow car and the blue car and everybody switching. So who is actually really driving the yellow car when Daisy is killed? Who killed her? A, Bart. When Myrtle is killed. B, Daisy. Or C, Gatsby. Number 13. How are Nick and Daisy related? A, they are brother and sister. B, they are not related, they are just friends. Or C, they are cousins. Number 14. What are the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg? Now I'm not asking what they symbolize because we've talked about that. I'm just asking what it is. A, the lyrics of a song. B, a painting in Gatsby's house. Or C, a billboard. Number 15. When Gatsby sets up a date with Daisy at Nick's house, what does he knock off the mantle? Remember, the mantle is like a shelf above the fireplace. So you can even think about the movie for this one, if you want to picture it. Is it A, Nick's flowers, B, a clock, or C, a cat? And you can remember also what we talked about it symbolizes. 16. What do the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg symbolize? So what do they stand for? What do they represent? A, Gatsby, B, dreams and desires, or C, the eyes of God watching? "17. What does the green light at the end of the dock symbolize?" So this is the dock or the pier that goes out into the water behind Gatsby's house. And in chapter 1, he's at the end of it and he's reaching out towards the green light. So what does that green light symbolize? A, Gatsby's mom. B, Daisy's want for a better marriage and for Tom to stop cheating. Or C, Gatsby's hopes and dreams and his goal to be with Daisy. "18. This is also in chapter 1. Nick, the narrator, brags about being tolerant and what else? A, honest, B, rude, or C, hilarious? Number 19. After Myrtle is run over, she is described as: her left breast was swinging loose like a flap, and there was no need to listen for the heart beneath. So what does this symbolize? Is it Myrtle's inability to climb the social ladder? Or is it she is heartbroken after being confronted by the reality of Daisy? Those are your only two options for this question. And then the last one of multiple choice, number 20. What does Gatsby's car and Dan Cody's yacht signify to Gatsby? So think about it. He's got a fancy yellow car, and then a yacht is a big boat that Gatsby worked on when he first met Dan Cody. So do they symbolize A, wealth and social status, B, Gatsby's love for illegal activities, or C, Gatsby's love of swimming? All right, part 3 is short answer. All right, so you need to type in the answers to the questions about the following quotes. So these are quotes straight from the book, and you need to tell me, for all of them, I think, who the speaker is, and then explain it a little more. All right, so the first quote, number 21. Can't repeat the past? Why, of course you can. So who is the speaker? Who said this? And then name at least one way in which this character tries to repeat the past. Number 22. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. I'll say it wherever I want to. Daisy, Daisy. So when Myrtle says this to Tom, what happens to her as a result of her exclamation? So she's yelling and screaming this at the party that they have at her apartment. And what does Tom do? And then the next part, why does Tom respond in the way that he does? And what does this reveal about his relationship with Daisy? All right, so Myrtle is screaming about Daisy. What does this tell us about how Tom feels about Daisy? And this last part is short answer. Answer the following questions clearly and with evidence from the text. So don't just give me, you need to explain your answers here, okay? And this is also in your notes. So 23, Part A, explain the difference between old money and new money. And then for B and C, you can just put old money or new money. But B is West Egg, old money or new money. And then C is East Egg, old money or new money. All right, and that's it. Please feel free to stop this video, rewind, rewatch. You have Monday, Tuesday, and then this exam is due turned in on Wednesday. Okay, so I really hope that you all take the time, look through your notes and the book if you need to, and get the best grade that you can on this test.